In this video, we'll review messages in the Magic Members plugin. To get there, go to Miscellaneous Settings in the navigational bar and go to Messages. Here, you can make customizations to what a lot of web designers call micro content within your site. Micro content would be such messages as the subscription introduction, terms and conditions. This would be the terms and condition text on the registration page. Some private text before they log in. So as you can see, this is user interface type messaging to your user through the pages. So let's take a look at what we got. Under subscription introduction, we can type some custom text. And in doing so, will show up on the register page of the front end site. As you can see, here is the text that was typed into the field. Now we can add HTML to this if we want. Premium. Full access. Hit Save Messages. And as you can see, we have the bold word in premium. Each of the messages has a WYSIWYG toolbar at the top, so you can do things quite simple and easy as well. For instance, would it be the same as putting the bold tags around the premium. Next, we have terms and conditions. You can write out the full text for your terms and conditions for the site, and the user must agree to them in order to register. Next, under the title bar Post Messages, we see a number of post shortcodes. You can use these shortcodes within your text of your posts to build dynamic text that are unique to your user. For example, the user name, the full name of the user. You can dynamically put the registration form and the purchase cost of a particular item within the text of the post. Next is the private text before login. This is the text that when you use the private tags is replaced by a particular text, such as you must be logged in to see this content. So you can modify that to whatever you want. And as you can see, they use the shortcode login here to provide a link to the login page. Next is the private text after login, but no access for membership type. This is a little different than the one before, as the user must be logged in to see this particular text. If they're a gold member, for instance, and they're trying to view premium membership content, this is the message that will be displayed. Next is the private text after login purchasable post. So you've created a post that's purchasable, and this is the text that will be replaced between the private tags that a viewer will see if they're not logged in or they are logged in and have not purchased the post yet. Next is the private text before login purchasable text. This is different than the one before, as you must be logged in order to purchase the post, and this is what gets replaced between the private tags. Next, under the title bar error messages, we see the inactive account message. This message is what you want to give your users if their account is no longer active and they need to renew their subscription or they're not subscribed yet. Please also note that if you use the username tag within this text, it will put the person's username on there. Next is the subscription expired. This occurs when a user tries to log in, but their subscription has expired. And here we have the trial expired. This is the message that the user will get when they try to log in with a trial account and their subscription has expired. Next is subscription payment pending message. This message is provided for users that have subscribed, but their payment has not completed yet. And next we have the unknown error in login. This is sort of a catch-all. If for any reason the login fails and none of the ones above that we've listed have occurred, then the default is to give the unknown error in login text. Next is the membership pack description template. Here we can describe the text that is within the options for a subscriber to choose from on the registration page. We can use these particular hooks to lay out the format in which it will be laid out on the subscription page. For example, we have membership type, cost, the currency, the text, PER, per, the duration period, and the number of cycles. So let's take a look at the page. The membership type, the dollar amount, the currency type, the word per, and duration, and the number of cycles, in this case ongoing, on each of these. As you can see, it dynamically creates the entire table. Next, we have the message for the purchasable post-pack template. Just like before, we can set out the layout of how the pack selling options are laid out. Next, under the title bar, Payment Messages, we have various messages that we can create for payments. When a payment goes through, we can set a thank you page by giving the page a title and the text that we want to display once the payment has successfully rendered. Conversely, we can do a payment failed page by doing the same thing. We can give it a title. In this case, there was a problem, and then a failed message describing what the problem may have been. Now, as you may recall, all payment methods had this availability individually. You can choose to override all of them by using that checkbox. Under the title bar message templates, you can make adjustments to the template in which the messages occur. To give you a quick example of this, let's take a look at the private text message template. Here on this page, as you'll see, we've used the private tags in order to hide the text from unregistered users. The replacement text within those private tags prints the result. You need to be logged in to see this part of the post. Please log in here. We can change the look and feel of this message quite simply by going back to the template. And for instance, if we just want to make a larger font, let's make it like ridiculously 18. Hit save. And if we refresh, pow. As you can see, it uses CSS in order to create the layout. After you've made any changes, just click the Save Messages button. And that's our review of messages.